About half a year ago, I said this in a video about one of my dream shoots. Now, if you know anything about me, that's like my bucket list thing that I've wanted to do, like as far as videography. Like I want to be the person that flies a drone like during commercial break. Well, not during commercial breaks, but going in and coming out of commercial breaks on game day. And today, it's happening.
Maybe mom and dad were right when they told me this wouldn't be nothing. Maybe I should take their advice, go get a life, or maybe get a job or something. Pack it up and head back home, tell everybody I was bluffing. Or maybe I'll just get out my head and focus on what I know's coming. Yeah. Cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusionary reality, I'm somewhere
today and tomorrow.
Okay.
So hold on to it.
I'll give you the quick version of that backstory. I met Sparky in the comment section of that video, and he would have never seen it if you didn't watch my video from half a year ago. So honestly, this was all thanks for you for watching that video, and for watching this one if I'm honest. But I reached out to him and got a chance to fly the dual operated drone together. Turns out we worked pretty well together. And it just so happened that the next opportunity that we had to work together was for the Texas Rangers for their opening day. We're working as part of a larger drone team. There's an inside team that's doing FPV work on the inside of the stadium while we do the outside shots as well. So I'd like to say thank you to Black Star UAV for making this happen. Luckily, the inside team doesn't have to contend with the storm that's supposed to be blowing in overnight. That meant today was going to be windy. The outside drone team consists of me, Sparky, and Jacob. Sparky's going to be the one piloting the drone, I'm running cam op, and Jacob's going to be our visual observer for today. The Texas Rangers came out and made sure that our feed was connected correctly and that they were able to get a visual of what we saw on the outside on the inside of the stadium in preparation for today's game.
Hey Steven, I'm on drone PL and I heard some wipes, traffic wipes, so I think we got programmed.
This is going to be my workspace for the weekend. I'll just take you through it. We've got the launch / landing pad right here in the background. Today we're going to be flying in Inspire 3. I'm just going to be the camera op, so I'm not going to be the one flying, but I'm going to be controlling this camera down here. We'll come over here where we've got, why am I doing this way? I'm just talking to it while I pointed at you. We're going to come over here where we've got our spare batteries. Sparky keeps everything labeled, so he's super organized. This was the crate that the drone was in. As you can tell, it's been super windy today. These are going to be the remotes that we're going to be using. This one's going to be Sparky's. He's the pilot, and me, I'm going to be on the cam. So this hooks in to the harness that I have on my back right now. And we're charging these batteries. And then lastly, we've got 2 screens where we're going to be able to see, on this screen, we're going to be able to see the live feed from the Texas Rangers. And on this one, I think Sparky's just going to be able to see what I'm doing exclusively. So that's a setup for today.
So here's what I want to tell you guys. 2 things. At 2 o'clock, we come on the air with our pregame. And I would like to have both an inside and an outside. And then we'll recalibrate and we'll come back. I don't know the exact time of our game open, but when we do the game open, I'd like to do the same thing. Not the same shot, but I'd like to have an outside drone and then do our center field that we talked about on the inside drone for the title card. And Rolex.
This is RSN, Rangers Sports Network.
Where is the title card going over?
It is.
Thank you.
Baseball time.
Hover just like that. I'm gonna go drone to drone. Don't do any quick movements because I'm gonna have a left slab, so you can pan a little left of the field. Stand by to move. We're back in 10 seconds. Exterior's up right now. 7, 6. Ready your wipe to font 1 over 18. 3, 2, 1, and we're back.
Live broadcast is fun, but it can take a lot of mental bandwidth. I'll give you an example. This is me coordinating with Sparky for a shot.
So actually, tilt down just a hair. Keep tilting, keep tilting, keep tilting. Keep tilting, keep tilting. So yeah, kind of hold that frame. So as I inch forward, you'll slowly bring it down.
Okay. Now this is what I'm actually hearing.
No, what's up?
Yeah, get some shots on 19.
actually,
Drone,
tilt down
outside
just a
drone,
hair.
just do some shots. They'll clip you off for another
Keep
time.
tilting, keep
Ready to
tilting,
trigger
keep
red,
tilting.
ready music. Track red,
Keep tilting, keep tilting.
trigger music.
Yeah.
Font 1's
Kind of
in.
hold that frame.
This is
So
Dirty
as I
Anime.
inch forward,
Alright,
you'll slowly
Anime.
bring it down.
Okay.
Almost
Flare
like we're
3.
gonna- like we're gonna
Standing
fly
by to
over
4.
that, but I'll stop.
And slide. There's your music.
Keep the building.
So we're not doing the drone? Ready for? Take it. Alright. Alright, sorry. Outside drone.
Go, no go.
No go. 1 pitcher.
Copy.
Ready 1, take. By inning, Jimmy.
They're going
Perfect.
In addition to this, you've got to be locked in the moment the drone lifts off the ground, because you never know when the truck is going to be rolling. Which means sometimes they can play something that you never intended them to play for a commercial break. That means not only did I have to be focused the entire time the drone was in the air, I also had to have smooth inputs on the controls at all times, and that could last for minutes at a time. I'll show you some examples of what I mean, but obviously I'll speed through it a little bit. This was a really fun shoot. This is my first time ever shooting live TV, and I had a blast. In the beginning, I did feel a little bit of nerves just knowing that this is live TV. Your shot has to be perfect. And you know, you can hear, like, I've got like 2 sets of comms, like 1 comm on each ear, and I can hear the TV director. He's like saying 100 different things. He's basically like pulling this camera to do this, and this camera is doing that, and he's queuing us up for, like, you know, when commercial break either is about to go in or about to go out, that our shot's coming up. So I know that my shot's coming in at like 30 seconds. Basically, the way that we ran it is I kind of fed off whatever the pilot did. So the pilot was going to go a certain direction, and I basically picked a point in the shot to make sure that I was capturing of the stadium. So for example, sometimes I would like lock in on like Globe Life, like on the stadium itself. Sometimes I'd be trying to find the T at the front of the stadium. And then obviously you want to show like other things at certain parts of the game. It was sold out today, so you want to show, like, you know, that the parking lot's full, and toward the end of the game you want to show like people leaving out of the building. So you wanted to be mindful of getting those things, and because it's live, there's no do-overs. And I say there are no do-overs, but that's not exactly true. Sometimes they'll record it from inside the stadium and basically just replay some of the shots that we taped previously. But for example, there was one point during the broadcast where I made a move because normally whenever we take off, I just swivel the camera around to like point directly at the stadium. So I'd be locked in on whatever it is that I wanted to shoot, like from jump. So the TV director noticed that the camera was pointed at the stadium, but it was behind the trees. So as the drone rose above the trees, you could see the stadium being revealed. He was like, "Oh, I really like that shot. Stadium, I want you to can it," so which means I want you to record this shot, and then, you know, they'll play it on the next break. Well, they didn't can it. We're going in to land, and they're like, "No, we didn't get the shot." So we're rushing back to get into position, and, you know, I'm pointing the camera, trying to do the exact same move that I did the time before, and basically make the most of a shot that wasn't going to be a perfect one, but the audience doesn't know that. So you just kind of have to do the best with what you have. Man, this was a long day, but man, I had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it again. In fact, I get to do it again tomorrow afternoon. So tomorrow we're going to be shooting the night game for the Texas Rangers, and maybe we'll get a little bit more than that. If you've ever wanted to start your career flying drones, a Part 107 license is the first step that you'll have to take. I highly recommend using Pilot Institute. They offer a Part 107 training course that I used to get my Part 107 license, and they were a big part in how I got here today. So if you feel like a Part 107 is part of your future, there's a link in the description for you. Well, as usual, thank you so much for watching. This has been a dream come true. Hopefully you learned something that you can use to create the life that you want to live.